turn everything up for me. All levels. All levels. Shake it right now.
We're broadcasting from Atlanta as the Hawks take the hardwood here at the Phillips Arena. Last outing for Atlanta unsuccessful. The loss to the Thunder in Oklahoma City. And that does your confidence guys no favor. They got manhandled in that one. It wasn't pretty.
Kevin, that game defensively was an absolute nightmare. They went into that building and just got blown out by a very hot team.
Well, they didn't defend those shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started rocking and thumping and bumping, things only got worse.
And the starting.
All right, you're up.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Teague, averaging 12 points a game.
Jeff Teague, one of the quickest and most elusive point guards in the NBA. He's incredible in transition, and where he's really improved is in the half court. He's figured out how to carve up defenses off the dribble.
Here's Carroll. 6 to shoot. Teague against Parker. Teague can't hit.
It's kind of a shocker. The defense was there, but it wasn't right for him to miss those.
Davis is checked in for Kyle Korver. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Yes, guys, Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Davis. Coach wants to get him involved early so he can establish a strong presence at that end of the floor and provide them with a well-balanced offensive attack. He also brought up offensive rebounding as something that should be a priority, saying, quote, "Those are the battles we can and should win." We'll be watching how these adjustments work. Kev, there's still a lot of time left in this game.
And as always, Doris, thank you.
Nice, accurate pass right into the middle.
The Hawks trail by 3. Outside Teague. Kicks it to Davis. From the stripe. Good as the jump shot falls. Davis has got his first bucket in this one. 1:51 left in the first quarter. And the pass to Duncan. On the wing, Green. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Bellinelli gets the bucket. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And here is Teague looking for his first basket still in this one. And Davis puts it in. There's 1:17 left to play in the first quarter.
Well, for Tim Duncan and the Spurs, an incredible legacy of dominance. In his 17 years in the league, the Spurs have never won less than 61% of their games. Not to mention, of course, 5 finals appearances and 4 NBA championships.
So it's Atlanta now, following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Teague, the pass to Davis. Horford in the post. He's against Splitter, and the whistle blows. It'll be on Thiago Splitter.
That's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to, I think, tone it down a little bit at the defensive end.
So for the Hawks, Payne, he's checked in for Horford. Shelvin Mack comes in for Damari Carroll, and it's Napier. 51 seconds left in the first. Here's Davis. Drains the 19-footer. Davis has got his third bucket of the night. And the Spurs have done an amazing job, Clark, over the years surrounding Duncan with the right kind of talent.
And Tim Duncan has done a great job leading and making adjustments in his own game. They're a team with great scouting and development of their players. You talk to players who've been there. That's one of the things they rave about, Kevin, is they get the attention for their individual development. And all of their players were not lottery picks. Most of them were mid, late first-round picks, some second-round guys, and it's just another example of doing it the right way at the highest level.
You know, when the shot's not there for you, you've just got to recognize it, move the ball on.
Yeah, I think he had tunnel vision right there. His only thought was to shoot it, no matter what else was going on.
Here's Bonner. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Spurs lead by 5. 2K Sports back in a moment here at Phillips Arena in Atlanta.
The NBA regular season winding down. Al Horford and the Atlanta Hawks take on Nikola Vucevic and the Orlando Magic this Wednesday.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
A lot of hard work being put in on the glass. This is a very physical team. They're doing a nice job in the paint.
Yeah, and I think they're doing a good job gang rebounding too, Steve. Everybody's boxing out down there.
Completely new group on the floor. And some changes here for the Spurs. On the court for San Antonio, Parker and Danny Green are your 1 and your 2. Down low, it's Duncan and Splitter. And it's Bellinelli in at the small forward.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Thanks, guys. Big Cat, in their last game against the Thunder, boy, was he tremendous. He ended with 14 points, and along with what he did on the offensive end, he also played some stellar defense as well. He was just too much to handle as he came off the bench to turn in a great outing, guys. They hope it continues.
Thank you, Doris. He was the player they leaned on that night, Steve, and he didn't disappoint them.
No, he didn't. In fact, he did everything they asked of him and more. And I think he really enjoys being that go-to guy for them.
Yeah, I think he relishes that because he knows he's capable of doing it. He's had some performances that have fortified his confidence in that role. So he's in a good place right now. You know, the issue really with Atlanta this year and moving forward isn't that they're a bad team. They've just been kind of stuck in that middle road of mediocrity. They're competitive, play hard. They're hoping to find a way to get to the next level now.
Now here is Davis. 14 points from him the last game against Oklahoma City.
You know, they haven't been able to open up a big lead, but the rebounds are starting to add up for them. They may be able to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, they've been doing the dirty work inside, Steve, playing a very tough brand of basketball.
And there's an intentional foul, but I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, tough to explain that one. It looks like he just lost his focus.
Inside, Bellinelli. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Bellinelli's got the lead up to 5 now for San Antonio. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Pass to Davis. Pulls up on the wing. And the rebound goes to Duncan.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And it's Green missing. The Hawks shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Carroll kicks to T. Pass to Davis. Outside Teague. Dishes it to Horford. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Davis. San Antonio with the rebound. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Well, they probably should have abandoned the three-point shot in that game because their percentage was terrible. But they kept firing away from long range.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I thought that was one of the things that doomed them. I mean, you can't stick with something if it's not working for you.
And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Here's Parker. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Boston.
I thought his rebounding was impressive as well, guys. He made some big boards, really helped out on the glass, helped his team out big time.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the evening. And Tony Parker drops them both. Five seconds left to play in the first half. Teague for 3. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. The clock runs out.
Okay, let's get it together, guys. We're not that far out of it, and it's not going to take much to get this building going again. Listen up. First thing, we need to run more set plays for our low post guys. We've got to get more scoring in.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. The Hawks. Mike Scott's checked in for Millsap. Mack comes in for DeMarre Carroll. And it's Napier in for Jeff Teague. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Matt Bonner, he's checked in for Splitter. Diaw comes in for Tim Duncan. Joseph, he's checked in for Daniel Green. That's Mills in for Tony Parker. Napier is out there with Shelvin Mack. Then there's Kyle Korver. Then there's Horford. And it's Scott in at the power forward. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And the Hawks making a change here. Davis is checked in. Well, every team needs rebounders. Let's check out the league's top rebounders. In the third spot, Al Horford.
There are a lot of different ways, Kevin, to contribute to your team's success. And one of the best ways is to get it done on the glass. Rebound the ball with force at both ends.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
No, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it. Patty Mills is one of the first indigenous Australians to play in the NBA. Trained at the same Australian Institute of Sport that helped develop Andrew Bogut. He played his college ball at St. Mary's in the Bay Area and has really developed into a nice backup point guard.
There's 1:54 left in the third quarter. To the inside. That's good from Joseph on the assist by Mills. Mills has got his third assist on the night. The Hawks trail by 10. And Mills more of a scoring point, not a big assist man by any means, Steve, but he keeps his turnovers extremely low.
Yeah, great shooter with deep range, terrific speed and quickness. He puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
Napier. Another shot, and he gets it again. Good from Davis. Davis has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, he knew that with his height advantage over his man, it was really a good decision just to rise up and take the jump shot.
Diaw, the screen. Over to the left wing. Launches it. Cannot hit. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
And for the Magic, that's a game they would really like to take.
Korver kicks to Napier. 6 on the shot clock. That's a 2 from Korver, and that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Korver's got 17. San Antonio leading by 6. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the third. There's the dish to Mills. That's a 2 from Bellinelli. Again, the Spurs good for 2. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Napier, covered by Mills. And here's Korver from the arc. Rebound, San Antonio. They've led by as many as 11 points. Last time they met was in San Antonio.
Yeah, that was a great game. Both teams played really well. In the end, they just couldn't pull it out.
This Friday, March 27th, Dwayne Wade and the Miami Heat take on Al Horford and the Atlanta Hawks. You don't want to miss it.
And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Well, tremendous point guard play, but that's nothing new coming from him. This is what you expect, the gorgeous feed there.
Let's see what you got, son.
Oh, I got plenty.
He's checked in for the Spurs. The Hawks trail by 13. On the court right now for the Spurs. Diaw and Duncan at the 4 and the 5. Tony Parker is out there with Mills, and it's Joseph in at the small forward. Here's Mack. Back to Teague. Feeds to Mack. He dishes it to Korver. Picked by Horford. Here is Korver to the paint. Clock at 6. Teague can't hit.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
So for the Hawks, Paul Millsap's checked in for Korver. Davis is subbed in for Matt. San Antonio also making some changes. Splitter's checked in for Diaw. And it's Green in for Patty Mills. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich coaching his team during that last break. His advice clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
Here is Parker. Here's Joseph. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got his 4th assist in this one. The Hawks trail by 13. Outside Teague. Pass to Davis. Into Al Horford.
Wow, what is that athletic play? Incredible.
They'd love to get more of those, the easiest 2 points possible. And on a fierce finish.
Yeah, and that's exactly how they're going to cut into the lead, Kevin.
Yeah, that's why they've got to tighten up their D. And I'd be surprised if the defense allows any more free runs to the hoop like that.
Splitter dishes to Parker. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Paul Millsap picks one up.
Tony could well be the best point guard penetrator in the game. I mean, he's great at finding the seam and getting the ball up and off glass before the shot blocker can recover. And once the ball hits the glass and comes off, it's a no-touch zone for the defender.
Here's Parker, the quickness to win that race to the rim, and then his great touch, able to use English or, just a spin on the ball to drop it in. Even when the defense gets there early, it seems like Parker's able to use that teardrop.
Bellinelli, he's checked in for San Antonio. And for Parker now coming into his 30s, the question, how will his game, so based on speed, Clark, and elusiveness, how will it age?
Well, I think that's a fair question. His game is not as much athleticism as it is those attributes of speed and quickness and elusiveness. I think the elusiveness can hang around for a while. The speed will go. The fact he's improved as a jump shooter, I think we'll continue to allow him to be pretty good at getting to the rim.
Solid work right there. And again, the field goal percentages. Look at the discrepancy between these two teams in the second half.
Well, you're right. We've got one team moving crisply to get good shots and the other team just a bit stagnant.
And Davis wide open. He shoots. That doesn't go either for Davis.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Clark. Their rebounding is right there at the top of the list.
And they go to the intentional foul.
I have no idea why he was fouling there.
And even the foul, I mean, you can't be wrapping guys up like that. I mean,
Institution. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Mack the pass to Davis. From deep three-point range, that's good. Clark, they're in good position here to ride it out.
yeah, they certainly are. I mean, if they just play smart right here, Kevin, this game's pretty much over.
Atlanta's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. That one wide left. And here's Mills. It's stolen by Davis. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. And the Spurs making a change here. Free throw good, Davis. Nine seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now Mills. And so it's San Antonio with the win. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
Guys, I'm here with Tony Parker. And Tony, there was an intensity to the way this team played. Were you guys amped up?
We were motivated tonight. You know, today we were on a mission. We want to make a statement, and we played great basketball, great ball movement. Everybody wasn't selfish. We shot the ball a lot better, and we played great defense.
Statement delivered, mission accomplished. Nice win, Tony. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us.